Good morning, everybody. Welcome. If you're joining us on the replay, hang tight. I logged in 4 minutes early today because I want to be able to start right away. And sometimes that seems to help my computer not lose people when they log in. If I log in earlier than the scheduled time. So breathe into your body. And if you're on the replay, put your 2-word check-in the comment section for us, okay? And we'll just hang out together. All right, I'm seeing people start to log in. That makes me happy that I can actually see people logging in. Thank you for being here early. Say hi in the comments. All right, there's a comment. Hi, Michael. I feel so relieved that technology is working today. It's been very challenging. Thanks for being here early, you guys. Begin to breathe into your body while we're waiting for other people. We've got a couple of extra minutes for you to ground and fully land here. So check in with yourself and start popping your 2-word check-in into the comment section. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, David. Thank you for getting here early with me. I'm seeing others log in. Hi, Arnell. Hi, Valana. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for getting here early. If you would, just begin to breathe into your body, ground yourself, presence yourself, and then check in with yourself, and then pop your 2 words in the comment section, your 2-word check-in. All right. So I'm seeing the 2 words start to come in. All right, Suzanne, we'll give you 3 words. You can be a rebel today. Thank you for being here live, you guys. I appreciate it. As we're winding down the year, as always, people just kind of drop off a little bit, and that's okay. Hi, Tim. But it's inspiring to me to know that I've got live people to talk to on our Facebook Live. So thank you. It energizes me. So at 6:59, I'm going to jump right in at 7 o'clock. I'm seeing those 2 words. Good morning, James. All right. If you haven't popped your 2 words in, go ahead. And in about 30 seconds, I'm going to stop looking at the comments. If you've popped your 2 words in, I really want to invite you to begin to interact with your own breath. Just intentionally pay attention to it moving into your body and drawing it deeper into your beingness. All right, I'm taking my eyes off the comments. Again, everybody, thank you for being here. All right, so everybody, put your Indiana Jones hat on metaphorically right now. Success leaves clues. Spiritual success leaves clues. Spiritual, in my world, means all things non physical. Spiritual success leaves clues from the non physical realities and plops them into the physical reality. Our Indiana Jones hat is our metaphor for activating a state of curiosity and wonder and adventure, looking for the clues to the treasure that episode happens to be directing our focus to. excuse me, our treasure today, the clues you're looking for. There is a clue for you here that I'm going to say something today that if you're paying attention in high alert, feeling excited and in a sense of adventure that you can activate in yourself on demand, you're going to get something that's going to be very, very powerful and meaningful to you. Look for the clue, and then when it's handed to you, pay attention to where it's directing you, okay? Every clue keeps moving us along our spiritual path. Today, from an astrological standpoint, today marks the activation of a very powerful cosmic portal that astrologers call eclipse season. The eclipse season starts today with a unique lunar eclipse with a supermoon in other planetary alignments that only happen every 20 years. We've been talking about September being a definitive turning point energetically that's going to shift activity on the world stage and shift activity in our personal life. We are 15 days into, or 16 days into the month that is the biggest month of the year of the quantum leap. This portal, remember I've been saying for 3 years, the elders have been saying, so the energies are going to shift in little windows of time, right? We've been talking about that all year. I'm talking fast because I got a lot for you. Is your Indiana Jones hat on and you ready to collect clues? This portal is 16 days. It is started by a lunar eclipse on a full moon, full supermoon, which amplifies that energetic benefits almost 100-fold. This event only happens every 20 years. Every 20 years that this alignment has happened, we've always been offered the potential that I'm pointing to right now. However, we've never had it at this level of humanity living in higher frequencies. So everything energetically is amplified for the highest good of you in the of your drop in the infinite ocean of one in the form of humanity. Everything is unfolding right now for the highest good of you and all of humanity. So this lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, lunar is the divine feminine, solar is the divine masculine. We are in a 16-day window of the entire planet being put in the crystal cave. Our crystal cave analogy that we've been given to use as a state of as a non-physical location to transport ourselves in is to be perfectly harmonized and balanced by the divine masculine and the divine feminine into whatever state we align ourselves in while we're sitting in the crystal cave. It's like in meditation, our crystal cave is like us as a battery going into the battery charger, but it's much more than a battery charger. It's a harmonizer and balancer of the absolute pure source energy that is us to the state we choose to activate and experience as we set our intention in the crystal cave. That's super important right now because this 16-day window could radically change your life, and it will radically change the trajectory of the entire planet. Mark my words. We've been talking about all kinds of wild cards coming up, right? I'm not going to worry about the wild cards on the world stage because anything that happens in there is just a visual representation of what I've been working on all since 2012 in my ascension process, to be connected to the energies that are exploding in our heart chakra this month and beyond, that we've been told will surprise and amaze us. But in case you did miss it, a wild card popped up yesterday on another assassination attempt on Trump. They're coming. They're going to come. Okay? But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just using that to let you know it's in full gear. It's in full gear. So, in this window of time, today, you can make some amazing choices today that will align you in this 16-day cosmic crystal cave that the universe, the divine mother and the divine father, the source creator of all that is saying, okay, let's all get in the battery charger. Let's all get in the harmonizer and watch what happens. So, as the collective, most who are unaware that this is even happening, as the collective just go about their day, not paying attention to what state of being they are in, not recognizing whatever state they are in today, that they have more of a choice over than they even are aware of. Whatever state they are in today, primarily their vibration from their emotional state going out from their transmitter, their beingness, it's going to be locked and loaded into the harmonizer and the balancer. So we can either be harmonized and balanced in the highest activated state that we choose and intend, just like in meditation, where you can go in and set your state in the crystal cave for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 hours, whatever you want. Well, today, whatever your state is, you're going to be harmonized to, whether you know it or not. Big stuff happening today. If you've never paid attention to me or utilized any of the tools I've offered, today is the day to make a change. Listen to what I'm offering you. Grab the clues, experiment with them, and see what happens. Are you tracking with me? Are you here? Can you feel it in your body? Can you feel it in your beingness? Eclipses, radical pattern interrupt. The earth is here, the sun is here, the moon is here. They align so in a straight line that depending on who's casting the shadow, the light of the moon is not visible from Earth, or the light of the sun is not visible from Earth. It's like a stream of water pouring down. As a kid, I used to love to sit in front of the sink and just move my hand through the water, and it hit, and then there'd be a slap, and I was creating a pattern interrupt of the flow. Today is a pattern interrupt. There's a hand between the flow of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's going to be in play for 16 days. Boom, 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 boom. Pattern interrupt, pattern interrupt, pattern interrupt, pattern interrupt. Why? So you can explode into the next highest version of yourself, which will surprise and amaze you at how you navigate change that moves all around you. The eclipse season with the pattern interrupts is a 16-day period of demarcation, of distinct endings and beginnings. Distinct, undeniable in your experience and on the world stage. Endings and beginnings. 16 days of building momentum of whatever state you choose to put yourself in today. We were told on the energy update, in this energy, love is guiding you to listen to the whispers of your heart. We'll come back to that. Light illuminates the path ahead. Liberation frees you from the constraints of the past. Pattern interrupt, pattern interrupt, pattern interrupt, liberating you from the constraints of your past. Where are those constraints of the past coming from? Here's the super important part. In the lunar eclipse, which is what we're starting the season with, it's the feminine. The feminine represents the subconscious or the unconscious brain. The solar, the masculine, represents the conscious. In the womb of the unconscious mind, there are patterns that are embedded like a virus running in the background of your computer that you do not know is there. In the subconscious of your mind, there are patterns that dictate your ability or inability to function in certain ways. As a child, something scared the bejeebies out of you. You took that information in, you had an emotional response, and thoughts went up into your subconscious mind that built beliefs and ways of being around at that young age. However you interpreted that unpleasant experience, and however you chose to interact with it, that's buried in here. Liberation from the confines of your past, things that are locked in place in your subconscious mind in this pattern interrupt are going to be able to come forward for you to get clarity to go, oh my goodness, I act like this because of this, and a burst of intuition. Love that's guiding you to listen to the whispers of your heart is going to have an idea about how to interact with the part of yourself that you never had clarity of. Boom, boom, boom. All this explosion of radical change. In addition to, so here's what I want you to take away. I might go a couple of minutes over. Hang with me. This is so important. We got to talk about how to set your state of being today. So you're in the crystal cave for 16 days, amplifying your state of being. So you're intentional today. So you're intentional, okay? So the pattern interrupt and the new beginnings, or the demarcation of absolute endings and new beginnings, that all requires change. Most people's subconscious mind is programmed to resist and fear change on a frequency on the planet where everybody's been tuned to fear, and that the volume on that frequency to keep us tuned there is being turned down as the higher frequencies arise. So all around us, we're going to have these liberation opportunities come to free us from the constraints of triggered responses to fearing change. Are you with me? This is liberation from fearing change. Change is natural, it's inevitable, and it's going to happen in amplified and in accelerated ways. So today, in whatever way makes sense to you, talk to your higher self and put yourself into a state of openness and excitement of interacting with fear as a teacher. That's what we were told on Saturday. Do you see these dots connecting? Fear is the biggest teacher that's going to show up through the rest of the year and say, here I am. Here I am. Let's liberate you from your program response in your subconscious mind, hidden in the shadows, your triggered response to fear change, and let me liberate you. So whatever you need to do today, change your relationship to your willingness. You don't have to overcome fearing change. That can happen in the surprise and amaze energy, but don't try and leap the Grand Canyon. Don't try and change yourself. Just activate yourself into sincere childlike curiosity, saying from your lower self to your higher self, what will it feel like when I don't fear change? Teacher, teach me. And when a situation arises, teacher, teach me right now. That's enough to be amplified in the harmonizer that we're in right now. So that's the first thing you want to do. The second thing today that you do not want to do, that I'm telling you, do not watch the news today. Do not scroll through your phone. Take a social media detox today, because everything on there is going to be full of negative stuff that's affecting you and your subconscious triggers way more than you know. And it sucks the energy right out of you. We want to make a conscious decision. Oh, I'm not going to do anything today as I'm popping myself into the cosmic crystal cave to be harmonized for 16 days. I'm not going to do nothing that's going to jeopardize my ability to stay in a high emotional state. Are you tracking? So important. Let me just check my notes here because I have something else I want to say. Hold, please. I lost a piece of paper. So that is one of the key things for today. The other thing that in addition to avoiding social media and the news and any outer input that's going to overwhelm your sensory and your emotional ability, this is a big practice for your own emotional mastery. Mastering what you will let in. Today is the perfect day to amplify that skill. The third and final thing, so the two things so far, activate an open excitement to develop a new relationship with fear and not resist change. Second thing, stop scrolling, stop taking in any negative input today. Detox today and turn down the external input that will affect your emotional state. Third and final thing, it's imperative that the highest vibrational state you can put yourself in that will be harmonized and balanced today, that will strengthen what you're transmitting out into the universe at the end of this 16 days, at the end of our time together in the cosmic collective crystal cave. That's a lot of C's. In there, in 16 days, the highest vibrational state you can activate within yourself today to be harmonized into is gratitude. Gratitude. If you're in an overwhelmed state and you can't think of anything to be grateful for, sit still for 3 minutes and just be grateful that your body's on autopilot breathing for you. Be thankful and feel the gratitude for your breath. Feel the gratitude for the gorgeous sky that is always welcoming you with a big, gorgeous collective hug. Find anything today, all day and every day, to feel grateful, to express gratitude, to activate reasons for others to be grateful to you. That will be your strongest secret weapon. Spiritual success leaves clues. Are you paying attention? 3 solid clues I just handed you to harmonize to activate a state within your beingness to set the stage for where you will primarily be harmonizing yourself for the rest of the 16 days. Once you've activated what it is today, it's going to be the primary beingness. You can keep adding to it over the 16 days. So this is my normal practice anyway, but I'm telling you these 3 things for the next 16 days. You want to ride momentum and build a flood of cosmic energy, of surprise and amaze me energy that's going to carry you through wonderful opportunities. The final thing I want to say for today is, so pay attention. Where have the whispers of your heart, which aren't always audible, these whispers that are happening on high alert right now are not always audible. These whispers of your heart, that is your inner guidance, sometimes shows up with just an idea to call somebody, just an idea of some piece of information that is revolves around something new, a new beginning, or an ending. It's already been happening. You've got places in your life that some of you have experienced in the last week, some serious endings, and some of you are being activated into thoughts of new ideas. Keep your Indiana Jones hat on. Those are the whispers of your heart, and they will come in higher levels of clarity as we harmonize ourselves in this collective cosmic crystal cave. I hope I made my point. This is so exciting because all kinds of positive stuff is going to rush into your life for your highest good in fast, rapid paces at the end of this 16 days as we move our way through the end of the year. And in here, there's only love for you here. In here, I know from my higher self, it don't matter what's happening outside in the world. My reality is going to align with joy and peace and calm and fun and beauty and anything else I choose to activate in my state of being that harmonizes with that. And I'm in control of that. Nothing outside of me is. Nothing can dim my light or turn down my bandwidth except me. And that is true for you. Doesn't matter what's coming at you, you're turning down the dial. No one else. Be intentional today. Use those 3 tools. Okay? I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun on this wild adventure. I love you. Bye for now.